Hi, my name is Caitlin Johnson. I did my internship at Journeys, which is a developmental disability agency, which is located in eastern Idaho. So there are offices and facilities in Pocatello, Idaho Falls, Rigby, Rexburg, and there is an office in Driggs. So first, I found this internship on the BYU Idaho website, which in the search bar you just type in marriage and family studies internships and it'll direct you right to where you want to go, and it has a list of all these options. And I saw Journeys there and I wanted something local because I live in Rexburg. So I did think about Journeys, but I was a little afraid of working with these kids, and I didn't know if that was exactly what I wanted to do after I graduate or just even with my internship. And then the job fair came up and I wanted to go, and of course I did. And I knew Journeys was there, so I went over there and they explained a little bit better of what the job is like, what the internships are like, and I was like, what the heck, I'll just do it. So I got an interview and they loved me, and yeah, that's how I got it. And there is a link at the bottom of this slide if you want to know exactly where the Marriage and Family Studies internships information for BYU Idaho is at. So my responsibilities in the internship, I had to do paperwork after I went out with every client, and in each facility, which one you work at, they have names of all the clients, and you just grab their binders, and the Journeys will go over the paperwork with you and how to understand how to fill it out. But yeah, I had to do that. I was involved in a little bit of the scheduling because, of course, I had my schedule, and once you got used to a couple of the clients and you had one of your or some of your regulars, you would kind of connect your schedule with theirs, and it would just go like that every single week. When you're with the clients, you practice their skills that they've made or that their parents had made for them. So those were my responsibilities, as to point those out to the kids and help them out with that. And then to also getting them out into the community and to kind of interact with kids their age and just their age appropriate kind of activities. So I would make sure that was my responsibility to find something fun for them. And my job there, it is called a habilitative interventionist, or shortened HS. And there's other jobs out there at Journeys, but this one was my title. So how I benefit the site I served at was being diligent and getting my paperwork in on time, because every other week they needed to get it in and record it for payroll stuff, and also helping the children get out into the community. Like I said, it's very important for the job that I had to get the children out and about, and instead of just staying at home. Another one was making a difference in these children's lives, and just helping out with their skills and, gaining a friendship with them. I've really gained a friendship with most of the kids that I've made or that I've worked with. And then just having a bigger responsibility. I've had a ton of jobs where I felt like I wasn't that important because it was, it wasn't beneficial for me, or I felt like it wasn't beneficial for the job that I was at, but at this job, I just felt like it was my responsibility to take care of the kids, to make sure, to have all my paperwork in on time, or just to make a difference in these kids' lives and to make them better and succeed in life. So how I benefit personally from this experience, I gained a better understanding of autistic children and how they worked and how they reacted to things. So this job really helped me out to understand them and to actually better interact with just straight up children. Because, I do have nieces and nephews, but I don't know how to react and towards them and everything like that. So this job really helped me out with that. I learned how a government job works a little bit because Journeys is government based. So I learned how that paperwork is important for the government so they can actually see if the kids are improving. And all that stuff. It goes more in depth with which I don't really know about, but I do kind of know how a government job works now. Taking all my learning from school into action. I've gone through years and years learning about how kids work and how a family works and how to react to a kid when, they're not happy or when they're angry, all that stuff. And so this made me so excited to put my actual learning into action now and to see if it really does work for me personally in real life. So that was nice. And then a personal benefit is that they offered me a job straight up after my internship, which was awesome because I felt like I was going to go nowhere with this major. So Journeys has been such a blessing to me in finding a job after I graduate. I believe there's been so many important connections between my coursework over the years and what I experienced during my internship. I seriously have so many stories that I can tell, but one thing that I saw was in my parenting class last year, we learned about praise and reinforcing the children, and I really did see that in one of my clients where his school grades him every day of how well he did for that day, and you could totally see when he had a bad day, he continued to have a bad day even when I was with him. Or when he got a really good grade, he was so excited to show me and so excited to go tell his dad. And I thought that it was very important to to praise him and reinforce him, but in the right way. So, for example, some people would say "Oh my gosh, you did amazing! You're so great." But I took it into a different saying. I would say, I bet you worked so hard on that, or good job on working so hard on that grade today, or, things like that. And that made him really, really happy and excited to continue on with working harder each day at school. So I thought that was such a great connection that I had on my internship. I would definitely recommend this site/experience to other students out there who are struggling to find an internship. I know I was, and I just listened to the Spirit, and it guided me to Journeys, and Journeys it's been a great opportunity And this internship will go by really fast because they give you so many hours, and I got done in 11 weeks, so it was pretty awesome. And it's pretty hard, like if you do live in Rexburg, it's pretty hard to get in the Rexburg one, so I do work at the Idaho Falls one, and I do have to commute, but I mean, it's still a great experience, and I definitely do recommend it to anybody. So I worked at the Idaho Falls Children's Center. They also do have adult center, but on this slide I just have all the children's centers. So there's the Rexburg one, Rigby, Idaho Falls, and then if you do work for the Idaho Falls one, Lindsay Schultz was my supervisor, and that is her cell number if you want to contact her. Super, super nice lady, and she'll get you started on, getting a job / internship there. And then at the bottom of this slide, there is their website if you want to learn more about journeys. Yeah.